Welcome, seekers of calm in a world that often feels like a storm. Today, we dive into the heart of Stoic wisdom and the disciplined spirit of the samurai. Together, we'll uncover how centuries of thought can build an unshakable confidence that withstands any chaos. Let's begin our journey, one chapter at a time. Chapter 1. The Calm Shield. Picture the bustling streets of ancient Rome, where a young Marcus Aurelius once stood, watching the chatter of citizens, the traffic of senators, and the clamor of marketplace hawkers. Though surrounded by the noise of an empire, he found a stillness within his mind. He would remind himself, "The things that annoy us are not the world, but our judgments about them." From this brief moment emerges a lesson that can shape today's fast-moving life. When chaos surrounds you, turn inward and redefine your focus. The Stoic shield is built by choosing what you let pass through. Imagine a startup founder sprinting to deliver a product before a deadline, while investors pulse expectant pressure. Instead of letting panic take the helm, she takes a breath, writes down the external pressures, then asks herself which of those pressures actually lie in her control. The task that can be done becomes the battlefield she controls. Closing this chapter, remember that confidence rises where fear attempts to root itself. If you can keep your judgments within the garden of your own mind, the world becomes less of a storm and more of an arena where your resolve is tested, not broken. Like what you've heard today, share your thoughts and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss the next piece of ancient wisdom turned into practical gold. Reflective question. When was a recent storm in your life that you could only respond to by looking inward, and how did that change the outcome? Chapter 2. The Blade Inside. In the mist-filled plains of feudal Japan, a sword master named Miyamoto Musashi once faced an opponent whose blade was swift and unforgiving. Instead of relying on physical superiority, Musashi struck with a mind so calm it mirrored the lake's surface. "The sword is only as effective as the mind that wields it," he whispered to an awestruck disciple. The samurai's secret did not lie solely in their iron. It lay in a disciplined, present-moment awareness that turned every movement into an act of purpose. They kept their mind steady because they understood that external chaos was a constant, yet the inner stillness they cultivated remained, like a mountain unshaken by wind. If you're a freelancer juggling client demands and market fluctuations, applying Musashi's principle means you create a mental dojo. Stand each morning, close your eyes, breathe, and align your goals with the day's work. Even if a client misses a deadline, your focus remains on the work you can do, not the chaos around you. In conclusion, confidence is forged from a warrior's quiet resolve, not the roar of victory alone. By mastering your own thoughts, you become the blade that cuts through uncertainty. Like this insight, share it, subscribe, and let the rhythm of this ancient calm guide your modern hustle. Reflective question. How can you cultivate a mental dojo before your next meeting or deadline? Chapter 3. Fire Within. Return now to the Roman citadel where Marcus Aurelius, cloaked in empire's grandeur, sat in quiet contemplation. During a night of thunderstorms, he penned in his journal the mantra, "When I am angry, let the breath of the world fill my mind and calm my heart." He recognized that the external storm was but a reminder of the fire within that needed tending. In the business realm, we are often the weather. Our choices and reactions create the climate. Aurelius taught us that the fire of ambition can scorch only if it is left unchecked. The discipline of daily reflection, of reviewing one's intentions against actions, is the water that extinguishes unnecessary flame. Now picture a project manager whose team faces a sudden crisis. By invoking Aurelius's counsel, she stops, exhales, and then writes the problem on a board. She breaks it into manageable, controllable steps. Her team, seeing her calm approach, follows suit. Chaos reduces to a sequence of tasks rather than a single overwhelm. This chapter reminds us that confidence is not a static thing. It is the careful stewardship of inner fire. Like this story, share with friends, subscribe and keep fueling your fire with ancient wisdom. Reflective question. In what ways can you turn your internal fire into a controlled source of energy when facing a crisis? Chapter 4. Echoes of the Way. What emerges when Stoic calm confronts samurai discipline? The answer is a fusion of deliberate action and serene focus. Think of the Japanese concept of ikai-go, ikai-e, the idea that every encounter is unique. When paired with the Stoic principle that we cannot control external events but can control our reaction, we find a complete playbook for thriving in sudden change. A modern example: a tech entrepreneur launching a disruptive product during an economic downturn. She applies Stoic acceptance, recognizing that market conditions are beyond her, but her preparation is within her command. She also embraces the samurai approach of meticulous planning and decisive action. Together, she navigates uncertainty with a calm yet purposeful stride. In practice, this fused mindset can be exercised by creating daily rituals. Wake up, read a short Stoic passage, set a one-day, one-stroke goal, and then act on it with determined focus, knowing that each action is one unique encounter. Confidence grows, not just by standing firm, but by aligning each moment with your higher purpose. If this resonates, like, share, and subscribe so you can keep sharpening your resilience. Reflective question: how might you blend the Stoic acceptance of what you cannot control with the samurai precision of your actions in your daily workflow? Chapter 5. Mastrng Chaos. Finally, let us pull the threads together into an unshakable confidence that can weather any storm. The Stoic says, "The obstacle is the way." The samurai says, "Practice is the key that unlocks the heart of steel." When we meet each disruption as an opportunity to practice our inner steel, we become both resilient and ready. Practical today: suppose you're leading a nonprofit facing donor uncertainty. List the tasks you can influence, then draft a communication plan that acknowledges the challenge but emphasizes your organization's steady mission. By framing uncertainty as a test of your resolve, you channel both Stoic clarity and samurai action. In closing, confidence is not a trait you inherit, but a muscle you flex daily. Cultivate it by accepting what you cannot change, preparing for what you can, acting with purpose in the present moment. If you have found value in this journey of ancient teachings turned modern practice, like this video, share it with a fellow seeker, and subscribe for future sessions that illuminate how timeless wisdom can empower your everyday life. Remember, every moment of chaos is an invitation to sharpen your inner blade. Reflective question: in today's world of constant change, what specific daily practices can you adopt to cultivate that unshakable confidence? Philosophy Spotlight: Stoicism. Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches the art of living with purpose and resilience, even when the world is unpredictable. At its core, it encourages us to focus on what is within our control: our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while accepting that external events will come and go. One of Stoicism's most celebrated figures was Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and philosopher king. Even amid campaigns and crises, he journaled passages that remind us of the power of reflection and intent. In his meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This simple yet profound truth is a gateway to developing unwavering confidence. 3 lessons from Stoicism that shine today are: 1. The power of perspective. By redefining our judgments about events, we transform obstacles into learning opportunities. When a deadline slips, we choose to see it as feedback rather than failure. 2. The value of anticipation. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, invites us to consider potential challenges in advance. This mental rehearsal equips us to respond calmly rather than react impulsively. 3. The inner fortress. Cultivating an inner calm, a fortress that the outside world cannot breach, means that confidence stems from self-control, not external validation. Connecting these lessons to our overarching theme, Stoicism provides the foundation for emotional resilience. The samurai, in turn, supplies a blueprint for disciplined action that brings Stoic intentions into reality. Together, they create an unshakable confidence that thrives in any chaotic environment. This philosophy isn't a distant relic, but a living toolset, ready to be applied to business strategies, personal growth, and leadership challenges alike. By internalizing Stoic principles, we anchor our actions in reason and purpose, no matter how turbulent life may seem. Thank you for journeying with us through the Stoic and Samurai lenses. May the calm shield, blade inside, fire within, echoes of the way, and mastery over chaos guide you toward confidence that cannot be rattled. Like, share, and subscribe for more ancient wisdom turned actionable insights. Have these ideas sparked a thought? Drop your reflective question to the comments below, and let's grow together.